Hello Libra, it is Lisa and here is your March 2024 general reading. This is just a general reading. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, all my contact information is in the description box below. Okay, so let's see what is in store for you for March. Okay, Libra, so the overall message for you for March, Libra, for March is the Four of Swords. Four of Swords is all about going through a healing process. And really from February into this month, it almost feels like there's a lot of growth going on, a lot of figuring yourself out and, you know, why you hold yourself back in certain ways, self-sabotage, what you're great at. So it just almost feels like this inner growth that you're going through. And for some of you, it may be healing, you know, 'tis the season of colds and other viruses, and other kind of things that you're healing from, emotional healing and things. But there's this sense of self where you're figuring out what you need to do to achieve the goals that you want to achieve in your life, to have what you want to have in your life. I know that astrologically, there's a lot of planets doing things that kind of really move forward in March and make you determined to have what it is that you want to have. And that this sort of feels like that, where it's kind of like you're taking a look within and saying, okay, enough's enough. I'm moving forward towards my goals. I can have them. And you heal some of the things that are holding you back, your self-worth and your value, how you value yourself and your understanding. Okay, I've got this. I can go forward. And then the challenge you have for March, interesting, is the Joy card. So the Joy card is the Sun, is one of the best cards in the deck. And with it being a challenge, we'll get some clarity on it, but it can just be that you're going through this process of healing. So it's kind of like you're having a hard time finding the joy in things, why you're doing what you're doing, just trying to understand things that are happening in life, and it's hard to find the joys. But we'll get some clarity on that. Especially if you're going through this, process of healing, you may be like, why? Like, why? What's the point? I know what they're saying because it's over the last couple of weeks. I am a Libra, and I've been feeling this energy of trying to figure out what the point of certain things are, what's moving forward, why do I do the things that I do, and I allow certain things to affect me. So this is kind of a work in process, is sort of what it is. It's figuring things out at a very deep level. And then what you need to focus on in March is your the Seven of Cups, which is your hopes and dreams, right? It's figuring out what it is that you want. Who do you want to be? What do you want to feel like? Who do you want to have in your life? It's just figuring it all out and then making it happen. I used to get this card a lot before I wrote my first book. So it's really, and it's kind of like, oh, I thought it was a pipe dream to be an author. And then I was like, no, I'm going to do it to help people. And so it is really kind of saying, you know what, I want this to happen. I want to have this life. It's not a pipe dream. I can have it. I can bring it down from the clouds, work hard and make it happen. And that sort of feels like what the process is, leaving February, going into March, and then all of March. It's just kind of figuring out things and what it is that you want and making it happen. And then what you don't see coming will reveal in a moment. So a very interesting month for you, Libra. So going through this healing process, it really does feel like it's going within and going deep and figuring out what makes you who you are, and even the growth that you've had so far, and that you're not the same person. You don't need to allow certain things to hold you back. Right. So the Six of Swords, which I think you had last week, is all about earning your success, right? It is about gathering lessons and learning things about yourself and learning all these things. But the great thing is coming out of the rough water, moving into calmer waters. It just really feels like you're gathering and all the things you've gone through in your life, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger kind of attitude. you're really you're starting to figure things out and able to really apply them in your life. And then when you move forward, you are moving towards success. So it's almost like, if you are the type of person that it's kind of like you get so much success, but everything doesn't feel like it really flows forward. This almost is like you start to figure out why, what holds you back, what fills you with fear and doubt and makes you self-sabotage, whether that's health and fitness, relationships, or career, or all of it. You start to figure it out in March, and then things start to really move forward and move towards the success that you want. So it's a it's a month full of growth. So the challenge is finding joy and happiness and all that good stuff. Right. So the Fool card is about living life to the fullest. So the way to find it is to live life to the fullest, not to shelter yourself or keep yourself within. It is about coming out of your comfort zone, going for things. There is an element too that you've been holding yourself back. And then once you figure out, well, why am I doing that? And you take these leaps of faith, then it connects to the joy and happiness, and you start to go, so that's why. It's because I've been holding myself back. And the Page of Wands is about listening to your gut, not what other people think you should do, what their opinion is. It's understanding what really matters is what you feel you need to do, and you start walking forward with what your gut tells you you need to do. And then where you need to focus on is reassessing your hopes and dreams, because, as we grow and evolve, our dreams change. What we wanted 6 months ago or a year ago may be completely different because we've come through some things and we're like, you know what? I thought I wanted that. I don't. This is what I want. And then you start working on it and making it happen. And it's just in March, it's about figuring all of this out. That's sort of what it feels like. And when you do that and start to move forward, opportunity comes out of the blue. And I think you had this card last week as well, Libra. And it's really about being open to opportunity. Because if you're so structured in what you're doing and like, this is the way I've always done it, and I'm not changing, then you will miss this opportunity. It will come back around, but it will just take time. And we don't want that. We want everything to flow and happen in a timely fashion. So it's almost as well if there's a sense of once you determine very clearly what it is that you want to happen, the universe will help you and bring you in opportunity to move in that direction. You just need to recognize it and take the chance, come out of the comfort zone and go for it. And then the Three of Pentacles is that you've built a strong foundation to your future. So you've learned a lot. You've done a lot of the work. Now it is moving forward, meeting more people, networking, building a tribe around you, and really moving towards your successes. So it feels like a lot of like this month, a huge like growth period for you, Libra. And then what you don't see coming is the Ten of Wands, which is all about just taking those baby steps. I think you had this last week as well, which is putting one foot in front of the other, being in the now, focusing on what you have to do right now in this moment to move in the direction you want to go in. It's one moment, one day at a time, and then everything moves forward. If you're focusing on the outcome or trying to figure out what the outcome is or how it's all going to come together, then you'll trip and fall and you'll miss the opportunities, all of that kind of stuff. You just need to focus on what you can do right now in this moment to move towards your successes. When you do that, you're moving towards a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, happiness, fulfillment, joy, and abundance. And then the Justice card is about moving forward with balance. And it is breaking some habits, bad habits, and bringing in some good habits as well. For some people, it may be a legal situation that works out in your benefit. But it really feels like it's more about just moving forward with balance, just focusing on balancing your life, having a little bit of everything, breaking some of those habits that stop you from moving forward, which I think a lot of this growth in March is what it's about. You're going to break those habits and say, you know what, I have a bad habit of doing this. I'm not going to do this anymore. I want to achieve this success and I'm going to have it and I'm going to move towards it and do it. So there's just, March feels like a really important month for you to delve within and then come out fighting and really go for what it is you want. A very interesting reading. Thank you so much, Libra, for watching. If you could like and share my video, that would be fabulous. It really helps. Have a great month, and I'll talk to you soon.
The only place where success comes before work is in the dictionary. Namaste, Yabaz.